Hello, this is Umberto and this is the hvaceasymath channel. Today we're going to be talking about grouping and ungrouping, alright? So let's get into it. So in the previous video, we've been talking about, we were trying to solve a glitch. So that was the main purpose of the other video. But now this video is going to be a reference because once you go to my channel, you're going to be able to see the title group and ungroup. So that's why I'm making the video. It might look the same like the other video, but this is mainly for a reference. So that way in my videos, you're going to see like a library. Okay, let's see how was grouping and ungrouping. There you go. So something like that. Okay. All right, we're gonna make this simple. So we have first level and second level, right? There you go. First level, second level. So on the first level, what I'm gonna be doing is the following. So we're just gonna select all of it. So see, when you select all of it, you can easily go to this icon. In this icon, you have group, right? And there we go. You have only one selection and you can transport it anywhere, see? Anywhere. So which is very, very handy actually, right? And then for the second level, I'm going to do the same thing. So see, because otherwise, look, it gets a little bit messy. So what we can do is I'm going to select all and then I'm going to put group. Okay, so then you can move it anywhere. All right. So you might be wondering why this is very important. So in the previous video, that was very important to solve a glitch because there was no way I was going to solve that glitch. So I had to start from zero. But instead of starting from zero, I grouped it. I put it in a new catalog and then I retrieve that catalog to my new project, so that way I didn't have to draw any rooms. Okay, but you don't need to group it in order to create a catalog, but we're going to see that in a few. Okay, so again, for grouping, now you have only one selection tool in here. See, if you go here, it's selecting only one. Okay, number one application, why this is very important. The number one is, for example, if you want to line up your first floor and second floor, you can group both. For example, let's go checking here. Right here, like that. Okay, how do you know they are lining up? For example, in this case, they are not lining up. When they are grouped, you just have to select one and you are gonna be able to hover over it, right? So in this case, what I could do is just line it up. So now all the building is lining up, all the floors, all the levels. That's a very, very handy application because otherwise what you would have is, so the other option is to ungroup it as normal. And then you have this ungrouped. So go here and group. And then what are you going to see? So for example, if this is like in here, you go here, you want to line them up, right? So you're going to have to do either this, but it gets messy because you're also selecting the building above. So you're going to have to lock the building. So you're going to lock building on the second level and then you're going to move this, something like that. See, it's a little bit more work, right? Whereas if I group this and then I group this, because it's very handy, it could be temporary. So you can always ungroup it again, right? So see, I'm gonna group it again. And as I was showing everyone, see, we can always just line it up. So that's one application for the grouping and ungrouping. The second application is I did in one of my videos. So you can copy paste. For example, this is a townhome and I make an example and I made a video. If this is a townhome, you can just copy paste and put it next to each other. See, it's very quick and easy. And also mainly if this is a condo building, right? So if you have the same layout, see the same layout, possibly you do this and then you do this, see, and then you do this, see, and then you can create your corridors, elevator shaft. And then you can delete these windows because in the interior, you're not going to have any windows, right? So you can always do it differently. Or even, you can put this in here, see, next to each other. There you go, which is not going to happen, actually. Actually, you always have a corridor or a hallway. Okay, so that's another application for the grouping and ungrouping, okay? And also now, lastly, what I could say is I'm going to make the same process like I made in my other video. The main important application I would say for grouping and ungrouping is transferring files. So there's always glitches in Wrightsoft. Not always. I mean, in case there is a glitch in Wrightsoft, it happens. It doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. What you do is, let's try with not grouping. So with no grouping, you're gonna go Control-C, new catalog, right click, paste. There you go. And now you have to save this somewhere because it's a new catalog. So I'm gonna put Livingston Residence transfer doc 1. There you go. Save. So now the catalog is saved, and you can always change the name in here. Instead of room number 1, you can put first floor. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't group it, or you can group it and then just do the same thing, copy paste. No problem, it's the same thing. Okay. But also there is another taking advantage of this. Look at this. It says regroup. You can always regroup or ungroup. Regroup or ungroup. See, so we're learning about these 3 icons. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna go to the second level. On the second level, what I'm gonna do is again, see, you can ungroup. We can ungroup or group, whichever. Ungroup or group. Control-C, and then right click, paste, and then we're gonna call this second floor. Second floor. There we go. And now I have to save this, right? Saved. Okay, so this catalog is saved. So now we're gonna open a new file, new file, because in case you had a glitch, you have to start from 0. But in this case, since you are copying this file, these floor layouts to the catalogs, you're not gonna need to create from 0. Okay, new from template. I'm gonna put default. Okay. So this is a new document, and then I'm gonna hide my bar. There you go. Now, how would it retrieve these documents? Go to this yellow space, which is the catalog, right click, and catalog, it says open. Okay, open, and then it's gonna tell you it was transfer doc 1. There we go, open files, there we go. Now you just have to drag it. Okay, we're gonna start with this, let's drag it. And at the same time, I'm going to group it. Why? Because I want to line it up with the second floor. Okay, right here I'm grouping it right now. There you go. And now I'm going to get rid of this grid. There we go. Now second floor, I'm gonna create a new sheet, edit sheet, add sheet. That's gonna be second floor. Second floor at 9 or 10, whichever. There we go. So in the second floor, I'm going to drag this, what we have. Okay, and I'm gonna group it. Now it's grouped. Secondly, now I have to line them up. There, I need to line them up. Now everything is good, right? So that's the other way to do grouping. In here, I'm gonna change this, add sheet, edit sheet. And edit sheet, I'm gonna put this first floor. First floor, okay. So now we have the first floor and second floor, and then no glitches at all, and everything is looking fine. In the next video now, I'm going to make 2 zones, because what I'm planning to do is, so usually when you have a heat load calculation, you have to decide how many zones you're gonna have, how many systems you're gonna put to your house. For example, in this case, we have the first floor, the second floor, see? And then how many systems are you gonna put? You can put 1, no problem. Depending, does it have a basement? No basement. Where are you gonna put the 2 of them or 1 of them, right? In the attic or in a mechanical closet? It's better to put it in a mechanical closet. But now it's a good idea, depending on the square footage of the house, to have 2 systems, right? Even if it's better to have 2 systems, like 2-ton units, two units of 2.5 ton each, or instead of a 5-ton unit completely, right? So in this case, I know it's more expensive and everything, but it's better. So in this case, what I'm gonna do is, for the first floor, I'm going to put a unit, and that unit is gonna be located in a mechanical closet. And then on the second floor, I'm gonna put a second unit And again, it's going to be located on the mechanical closet or even in the attic, which I don't recommend the attic. The attic it's like an oven in summer, so you lose a lot of energy. It's better to run the ducts in a conditioned space. But this is just for explanation only, okay? So I need to create two systems. Let's see what I have in here. Multi-zone. Let's go into multi-zone 3. In the multi-zone 3, I have this option, see? Everything is with no zones, one zone completely. I'm gonna create two zones in the next video, all right? I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave any comment, like, and subscribe, that helps a lot. And I'll see you in the next video.